How many talaqs can a husband pronounce in order to get a fully divorced woman? We have two conditions here. If our sister is married and they do not have an intimacy, like for example, they just have a nikah, but on the first night, without touching her, without anything, they come to some severe, serious problem, and it is being decided that this is not going to get along and let's get separate. So the one divorce is enough. The husband can say, okay, I divorce you and I declare to be fully divorced, and she's being divorced completely. There's no need to give a three divorce. The three divorces are for those sisters who are already living a husband-wife life in Islam, a Muslim couple life. They are living a Muslim couple life. Only they have the right to go through all these processes. Now, how many husbands can give a divorce? According to the Quran, right, it says Surah Baqarah verse number 229, "At-talaqu marratan." Because what happens, let me go to a little bit back in the history. Back in the days, in the old Arab days, people were ignorant. There was no laws. They give the divorce, not give a divorce. They just say, get up from here. And at the time of intimacy, they need them back. They bring them back. They throw them out. They bring them back, going in, on and off, and on and off. So Allah sends the revelation. Now you guys are playing, and this is being destroying sister's life. So basically, Allah has protected the sister's life more than a man. So Allah says, you know what? These men are playing with the woman. So Allah says, now the talaq is 2 times. If you play games and if you give her divorce, if you give her divorce again, but if you play her for the 3rd time, you are doing haram after that. She is no longer a mahram for you. So the divorce is 3 times. It says in Surah Baqarah verse number 229, "Talaq marratan fa imsaku bi ma'ruf wa tasrihun bi ihsan." If you do not get along with her, you have to let her go peacefully by following the cycles of each divorce, and finally you give a divorce and you let her go. But if you get along with her, you don't want to play with the laws of Allah. I have seen so many cases nowadays. People are those playing with the laws of Allah, divorcing, going ruju, divorce, ruju, divorce, ruju, divorce. Their life has no peace because they're playing with laws of Allah. Either you divorce her or you love her. Which one you want to do? You want to divorce her? Stop the intimacy. First of all, you need to stop the intimacy. You have intimacy, next one you fight with her, you divorce her. After 2 days, you cool down, you redo the ruju, and you send her back. You divorce, ruju, divorce, ruju. You have an intimacy, divorce, ruju, talaq, ruju, talaq, ruju. You're playing the games. So the life has become miserable, and Allah is not happy with that. Allah sends more punishment to both of them, not just like a one person. If you want to live with that person, okay, live together with a peaceful way. But you play with the laws of Allah. You saying, I divorce you. After 2 days, you say, I ruju with you, talaq and ruju, talaq, ruju. Then Allah sends the miserable life for the both husband and wife. And the husband pays more because he's playing with the law, not the woman. So either if you don't want to live with her, stop the intimacy. Because you can't have an intimacy and you divorce her. So there's a whole process of that. Because if you divorce her, you have an intimacy, that divorce is not counted. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to be giving you more separate lecture on this one. But if someone divorcing and taking her back, divorcing, taking her back, and playing with the laws of Allah, and Allah sends a miserable punishment to that family. So the talaq is actually 2 times, because 3rd time it's no longer she's valid for you. She is no longer your wife anymore, because now she becomes a non-mahram for a husband. So the talaq is 3rd time you end it. That's why it's a talaq maratan. Talaq is 2 times. It's 2 times because the 3rd time you end it. You have chances for 2 times. Either you live with her or you let her go peacefully.